Chapter 7. Why Are These Heroes Different? The Marvel Revolution. In the beginning, Marvel created the bullpen and the style. And the bullpen was without form and was void, and darkness was upon the face of the artists, and the spirit of Marvel moved upon the face of the writers. And Marvel said, "Let there be the Fantastic Four," and there was the Fantastic Four. And Marvel saw the Fantastic Four, and it was good. Stan Lee, Origins of Marvel Comics. When Simon and Kirby left Timely in 1942, the editor's job was temporarily given to their assistant, Stan Lee, who was the cousin of Martin Goodman's wife. Born Stanley Martin Lieber in 1922, Lee was sure, as was Goodman, that the job was temporary until Goodman could find some qualified adult to take the job. But he must have been satisfied with Lee's performance. Lee stayed on as editor-in-chief until, with Goodman having sold the company, he became publisher in 1972. Lee didn't use his real name, not because he was embarrassed by its ethnic echoes, but because he was saving it for the great novels he was sure he would one day produce. He became world-famous while using his pen name, which he eventually adopted legally. Lee, like Bob Kane and Bill Finger, a graduate of DeWitt Clinton High School, edited the Goodman comics through the boom of the 1940s with a break for military service, during which he was still able to write and edit for the company. He continued on through the various boom and bust comics industry cycles that followed. At certain low points, when there were few or no comics being published by the company at all, Lee was retained by Goodman as pretty much the sole comics division staffer. As Lee says in his autobiography, written with George Mayer, Excelsior, The Amazing Life of Stan Lee, "I was like a human pilot light, left burning in the hope we would reactivate our production at a future date. Martin needed someone who'd be able to get things going again when the time came." The lowest point was during the period that Jack Kirby, the industry whittled down to a handful of companies and his bridges burned at D.C. by a dispute with Jack Schiff, returned to Goodman's company, the